How'd it feel out there, Craig?
I felt great, man. Super stoked on that. Coach probably won't be too stoked with my racing strategy, but worked out.
What was wrong with the strategy?
I kept getting boxed in. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I kept getting boxed in. So I'll go back and watch and try and realize what I did wrong. So the next round it's easy.
Are tactics harder at this level than, say, USA's, just because everybody's a little bit better?
No, because you know what people around you are capable of. At USA's, some guy could come in that hasn't raced all year and just be super fit, but you know what everyone's capable of here, so I kind of like it.
Was the Salazar ban a distraction for you this week?
Minor, very minor. I try to disassociate myself with any of that happening, whatever year it was, but obviously people are messaging me saying like, whatever, man, I'm on your side, and I'm like, what do you mean? There's sides to this, but...
Well, obviously, like, Pete's close to Alberto and gets advice from him. I mean, does that affect anything at all?
I mean, I don't know what the limit of their advice to each other is. They're basically co-coaches, so I don't really know on that front how to answer that question. I'm sorry.
Do you view yourself as sort of two different training groups, or are you guys the same group?
We make a lot of different decisions. And we sometimes go to training camps without Alberto's guys, and sometimes they go to camps without us. So it's hard not to say we're split. But we also Clayton's one of my better friends, and I love training with him. He pushes me in practice, I push him, and I can't completely disassociate ourselves, but.
Just more honest, I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, who's Alberto?" When they came through here.
Yeah. That's obvious.
Were you aware that he had been charged when you joined in 2017?
Charged? No. And I didn't know anything until maybe this January, or maybe a little bit before that he was going to court or whatever the thing is. And they said there was going to be a verdict coming out soon, and not to worry, it's going to be in our favor, or Oregon Project's favor. And they kept saying, oh, it'll be out this Monday, and they kept moving it back, and then finally they released it on Clayton Murphy's final day and Safan's prelim day, which is...
Who was the one telling you that it would come out in your favor?
In our favor? Well, I'm pretty sure they were just trying to say that, not to worry about it. So maybe...
Who's they?
God, I don't want to throw anyone's name, but it was just Pete, whenever we would talk to him about it, so... and I don't think he knew anything more than that. I think he was just trying to assure us that we were going to stay together as a group and be able to run under the logo.
Have you talked to Clayton since his race?
No, he flew out that night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I haven't gotten to see him, but we're going to his bachelor party in late October, so that'll be fun.
On Instagram, FloTrack had a video of Jenny Simpson's clips.
Yeah.
And you said she's wild. What did you mean by that?
Man, that's brutal. It was crazy. That morning I had breakfast with Jenny Simpson, and we were talking about what animals we think if we encountered in the wild we could kill. And it was the most casual conversation, and then all of a sudden she's trashing everyone. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Jenny. What do you have against me and Jessica Hull? I'm like, we just, Dawn and her just joined. I'm like, Jenny's just brutal, She's, the more people she says are dirty, it's like, are you saying that they're not capable of running what you are because you're clean? It's just the thing, because when she gets in front of the camera, she gets on her high horse and all this stuff, and I love Jenny as a person, and she's been a great role model, but she needs to chill in front of the cameras and whatever she's trying to get herself into the spotlight.
There are other athletes who have people, within the sport on Twitter have sort of been like, everyone in this group is suspect because Salazar's the head coach. How do you feel about that? How does it make you feel?
Well, I never read the reports or whatever, but I've seen the dates on the stuff, and maybe it was 2013. And I think I was a freshman in college. I was literally partying every day. I don't think I was associated with whatever happened in Alberto's group. I don't really know what's going on. And I don't know when Pete started coaching, but I'm guessing it was right after Steve Magnus. And that's what Pete assured me, that he has nothing to do with anything. And that, because when I joined, I asked, and he was like, nope, I have nothing to do with anything. And you're in the great hands of himself. So.
Do you support Alberto's appeal?
Yeah. From what I've heard from, so the craziest thing is in all of this thing, they never talk to our weightlifting coach or our massage therapist, who's been with them the whole time. The people interrogating or investigating. And I was talking with the weightlifting coach who's been with us the whole time, and he explained everything that I had questions about, and it just all made sense. And Alberto's obviously trying to be on the cutting edge of everything, and sometimes that's going to cut your hand. And I guess it has now, but I'm sure the court of law will decide who's like guilty or not.
But does it, when you see all these comments, and I know you were just talking about Jenny, does it make you second guess where you are in the running world? And like, I mean, I assume it makes you feel bad. It's like, wait a second, I'm doing this and I'm celebrated, and then all of a sudden people are bad talking my team. Like, what does it make you feel about your membership on our Oregon project?
Of course, it makes me question things, but like, I think the thing that Jenny doesn't understand is people have a moral compass besides her. Like, I have a moral compass. I'm not going to do anything bad for myself or anyone else, and I don't think she understands that she's not the only one that's doing good. She's just trashing every single person, and it hurts. Like, when I see that, I'm like, God, I've tried to be a good person. I've tried to do the right thing my whole life, and she's literally just tarnishing everyone's reputation who's done the same thing in our group.
Well, Greg, is Alberto not the one deep down who's tarnishing the reputation? Given he's the one who's...
If he's guilty, then yes. If he's guilty, then yeah. Yeah, but I mean, if he's guilty from the other thing, then we'll see. But
what he's done, given that you now are tarnished.
No anger at him because I don't know the verdict yet. And from what the last thing reported, I don't know if that was correct. So we'll see after. I think he goes to go to Luzerne or Luzon or whatever it is. But we'll see after that, and then I'll hold my anger.
You said the weight guy said it all. It makes sense to you, like. He's explaining the testosterone experiments on his sons. Like, what's he going through with you and explaining?
Yeah, I mean, he explained that whole situation because I was like, how can that possibly not be guilty, right? And he explained that it was just like, in the last interview, they were saying, like, do you ever worry about people walking by and spreading cream on you? And I think that's what they explained Alberto was testing. At what point, if someone comes by and rubs testosterone on you, then at what point are you going to test positive? So,
but don't you see that?
Obviously, yeah.
A lot of people think that's just complete. My wife knows nothing about this, and she was in the New York Times. She goes, "That sounds like the biggest BS excuse of all time."
It does sound sketchy to me too, but I don't. Alberto is cutting edge, so I don't know why he would experiment that and not just leave it to USADA. But I trust Alberto for sure.
So cutting edge. What sort of like? Are you on any supplements or?
Absolutely not. I take iron when we go to altitude. That's it.
Like by a pill, or how do you get it?
Yeah, by pill.
Greg, how much of a distraction has this been? This has been a career year for you. It's the most important meet of your life, and this news breaks in the middle of it. Has it been a distraction? Has it been stressful for you?
No, I actually like. It's kind of nice that it's getting cleared. You know, I don't know what's going to happen with the Oregon project. I don't know what's going to happen with the rest of my career and Donovan's career and everything, but. It's good that there's finally something happening so that people can stop blaming and whatever and just, I don't know. But I guess instead it's causing more uprising in the short term. So.
How's Donovan's win?
Donovan's win was so sick.
How was that for you?
I've been training with him, so it was and I've been getting dropped by him, so it was a bit of confidence when he broke the American record, the 35-year-old record. So.
Do you feel ready to do if you obviously are able to make the final here? Because I guess with your kick, it seems like Engels was possible. It seems pretty open.
I appreciate that. You know, I want a medal just as bad as anyone else, and I don't know if Chariot's beatable, but I'll test it. If I make the final, I'm just going to go for it.
And tactically, do you have that last 100 meters? Is there any panic in your mind at all, or how are you feeling?
There would have been, but I just knew I had at least 2 more gears. And I actually didn't want to wait till the last 30 meters, but it ended up that way, and just was counting in front of me, so I just knew I had to be top 6.
What is the best way to beat Chariot?
Maybe box him in for 1,200 meters. I don't know. We'll. I'm sure Pete and I will discuss this in depth. So I just have one more job to do, is to make the final, obviously, and then we can talk about tactics there.
And when Centro left the team a year or so ago, did he tell you why he was leaving?
Yeah, but I think that was very personal, and there's no way he would want to share that.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with the allegations.
We're gonna maybe a more less serious question.
Thank you.
There's a lot of comments on Twitter about your looks. People tend to like it.
That's cool, man. Usually women don't like it, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get.
Can you describe your look?
80s? I want to add some more adjectives, but I can't. But 80s, yeah, we'll say 80s.
Was it expensive to fly the RV over here?
Yeah, I've been sleeping. It's pretty hot at night, you know. It only gets down to 85.
Did you got any comments from your teammates?
Comments?
Yeah, on your looks.
Oh, yeah, Donovan tells me I look stupid every morning. But yeah.
You don't.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Craig.
Thank you guys. Thanks.